runs when it's finished. Charity runs for his dinner. It doesn't help with the dishes. Get my name there, written in the flame there. Tell me, is the game fair? Tell me at our date, man. Save complaints for later. I'm busy fucking you over. I can't concentrate here. I'll address it on Facebook. So please shut up now. I've done all I can, but love now. You can huff and puff and house down. Actually, that's my job now.
Ice, cloud, river, water is always water. Water is always water. Ice, cloud.
Water is always water.
Solitary salad section, awkward pairing destination. For the knight in feather armor, with a Dyson in his armchair, reaching out for welterweight to see this ebbing destination. Rip another mate to shreds, hey, is it that day? And I don't see the light of day when I can finally sign away. I keep getting that 9 of spades, distance divide the planes. And I'm caught in a circle of circuses, surfing the surface of earth in a search for a purpose. Blurring my focus with Grey Goose and Turkish camels, I dance with a bit of resurgence. Help me, I'm lost and I'm not in harmony with myself. My long thirst for scars in my arteries. And why in society catharsis is heresy. A bottle of emotions in the freezer didn't break, just barely. I zip my coat up to protect me from them witches. The ones over there had the pentagrams. I'm a witness, let the common people speak and freely choose their own niches. Feed all the medicine men with 5 loaves and 2 fishes. They got a scam harder than Cephalon, separate from delicate hell. Sent from Beelzebub, but I soothe their tooth for sorry blood and use a soothe to harrow dung. Hiccup in a disconnect, picture pick and borrow plum fuzz peach. What? Witch hunt, empty logic, full of stigma. Normal with his fist up, lynch's skin and bone to fisticuffs. Piss poor, money bags knock on his door. His story, repeating cyclone of hinge doors. Who's been acting magically? No sir, I did no such thing. Just tobacco with the ashtray and a cup of robust blend. I dream of black hole coffee beans darker than my lungs tinge. I want my morning Joanna to suck me dry like a sun crisp. What do I do? What do I go and do after I know that it's true that I'll be in the loop of the tooth of the noose if I consume of the loosest of shoes? Subconscious nudges are subject to hushes, plus I behoove to the choose. Superimpose a lucid deduction. Who's there coming in? It's the lawman. And get to the attic. Crawl in the sawzall wall after a pause kiss from my daddy. He said, hide here till it's safe, son. I don't know if I'll see you after. And you know that I flash blast packs, half ashes, half plasma.
Hey, it's nice to see you, but if you do that again, I'll rip your eyes out.
Clocking in and I am not within a la-di-da. Not a grinch or shining, not tripping, not pissed off. Not about to quit, but wishing flying get stopped. Turn me on the side, so what's that, pump 5? Yeah, just give me the money. You need a receipt. Have a nice Monday. Gray say I will, I got me some tree inside of the cab. And my social anxiety says ice in my cup, ice to my next customer. She walked in with a blanket with a cowboy costume on. I ain't no enforcer from my lookout at the register, but I witnessed should I call child protection and look down. There's an amoeba on the welcome mat. Grew into a mouth and spew about the trip to hell and back. I buff that motherfucker out with a little dab of Johnson wax and go back to my post 10-4 stocking Bronson packs. Mop the floors, I filled the ice and brewed the tea after clean twice. Store 99 look. Nice. I clean the cappuccino pipes and coffee urns. I scrub them twice. Store 99 look. Nice. I hope you have enough light to not spill and undo my Nike. Store 99. Convenience store blues for the overnight. I'll fuck up my store and I'll rip your eyes out.
Nice.
Perfect. I love it. Yeah, you guys work. Exactly. American college.
Oh. You're off on the weekend. Nice.
Go ahead, man.
Hey, Vincey, yeah, we've got a problem.
1962, sea level, underground bunker under tree, several miles under mountain. Guano doctorate aficionado, oxygen reduced carbon atmospheres to brew a flawed scavenger out of it. Jeans, splice, base, pair, pool, pikes, peak, pear, seeds, sewn down, ice melt, aquifer, to fountain, and a polymer endowment. Solitary acumen in passing time, though along with some embalming gownage. And the Keeny need me now, and I need to lay me down. They be Kimmy Township. While the weenies slinky round, I be linky skimmy down. To be freebie need me round fix. With the fiendies who be out, and the seamy teamy owls, and linguini, fettuccine, and martini eating mouths, and the leany plamy crowds with their leany meany clouds and their freeze bikini outfits. All this got me locked, living long, older, poor-sighted when I try to find a sliver of an open door. I ain't stopped to think if I'm bringing soldier wars. Try me, well then ply me, I'd be fucked if I didn't know what they're for. Double vision comes in fours, brainwashing, inebriated before bias after narcissistic lore. Throw my Darwin out the door, push my darling to the floor, morph a hip-hop bastard parsimonisaur. Confirmation bias is inside of me, parasitic pathogen with pluvian acid, PET. Surveys, surgery, forays, factual porridge before I perform more days. Same mouths that suckled silver spoon announce I weed a better job. Cornea refract, doom and sunken sockets. It's rotted orbit lumen while I laugh it off like I can pawn this package off. I'll watch like Andrei Sakharov. I don't think that'll happen, dog. Like Centennial of Asimov's robotics or Orwell novels. Time will tell more than foresight models. As for my knowledge, I get frustrated often that our pay is so sparse. Better job is a farce. They gotta give it them and tell us it's not that hard. Kumatata Saab, if I hung for my words, find it when I try to find a slipper of an open door. I just stop and think, need a crew like polymers. Try me, what then blind me, I'd be fucked if I'm the only one aboard. Humble ingrates come in hordes, brainwashed, inebriated, all are biased with their narcissistic lore. Throw my Darwin out the door, push my darling to the floor, morph a hip-hop bastard parsimonisaur. Confirmation bias is inside of you, parasitic pathogen with pluvian acid interlude. Storage, surgery, forays, factual porridge before you perform a spittle tooth. Deck me defamation when I spook your incantations, dealing delegated tactile oxymoron, moron, hexadecimal. From forth with hordes of boron spawn, resorts to paranormal formula. And in orbit does your little life seem important? Much just adore you, such exaggerated gusto and or two shoes. While your morals are disgusting, and your bros hoses spilling out your mouth. Oh, what is it now? You bent the laws of nature and want me to pound it out? Nah. Pedal lateral, bubble power landslide, fatal laceration, and they say it when no damn not. I need a pencil dog filling out the Scantron, cookie cutter butter loosely under deserved damn wrong. Stereotype mindset is a daily phenomenon. The ones who do it most think of the Apex legomena. Zips world sister logarithm apex Andromeda. Top 20 plug a harp in mind, but truth it's salient harmonica. Well, babe, what if they like having a hard life like the antelope adore fatal jaguar bite? Baroque coping mechanistic landmine, lag line dopamine tag team downtime until you softly were high in the low life. Jujifacade a warmth in the snow, but I'd happy little slaughterhouse line waiting bovine slag grind totally snag peace timeline. But you ignore it for the benefit when you're interested instruments of dividends and filaments of wickedness. As a narcissist, some shit. Brother help a brother out. Not I, the undermittens under rubber persimmons. Simon Hart schism, but won't list the individuals. Won't heed to infinitesimals or read into residuals. Don't need help from the decimals. Yellow is your conscience mellow by suppression. Hence it's tougher as rebellion. Know your bias, know your separatism, know your ingrained stereotypes so you can polish out the felon reason. Tell the deacon we don't need his indoctrination season. We don't need the television with its telemarket schemes and beauty standards. Conjure quandary with querulous demands of perfection while they farthest from it. Pocket summit, imbroglio with sprockets in the microns. Chains awaiting menagerie, toxic interactions to buy into. Bet your life on an end of friendship. Sell your silver fillings to the greedy demigod dentist. I think it's time that they are sentenced. Money mogul tennis, invest in the images of Dennis the Menace. When the masses ask why it's so hard, don't you laugh it off. We can't pawn this package off or watch like Andrei Sakharov. That'll never happen, dogs. We'll be the first to do and last to talk.
Every job we do is
to prevent their escape.
Pickaxe, matchstick, or more. Pick up gashes, or more. Hold up. Slave state, it's hard to light a match in shackles. Slave mate, it's hard to love while losing battles. Flame plate, balance a pork wing on the magma. Slave state, chains, my wrists look like two Saturns. Get me out of here, I'm dead of fear of access to the passwords. We need change, at least 2 symbols in a saucer, and feed it to the cat with an eighth a cup of milk. If I place your items back, will you wait in your bitter ills? Please just calm down, it's not all that all bad. When I wish them a good day, I'm taking as offhand. And I don't know why, I guess I'm the type of different socially guy. In death I comply, just to the ply, it's hard to boogie with hands tied. In slave state, it's hard to light a match in shackles. Slave mate, it's hard to love while losing battles. Flame plate, balance a pork wing on the magma. Slave state, servant to regurgitate data.
every job we do is
Sheep for slaughter, sleep tomorrow, eat their sorrow. Only the good get to leave their horror. Blacksmith armor, past tense charter. Past before you birth ensures you tackle worth the foe alma mater. That's not all I'm fond of, I'm willing to grant you sawdust if you get me up out of this office, cause I'll be here like plastics if this plan don't go fantastic. Tonight I bust out of the shackles, bust through the walls of the castle, go out like matchsticks. You won't make it without my tactics. They replay on you last breath, repeat exactly what you just said, and add that it was their epiphany. You kidding me? Add shit to shit that we endure. Hold up. What do you know about it? I am extreme low amount. Back knowledge in my REM. Tarnished pennies in the sofa now. See me tossed off, blurring my talk off. Visit my hand like southpaw or a flaming 10 hot sauce. I feel it, but that's not at all causality. But it's my best attempt to try to explain all this naturally. I look around and see society as smokers' atrophy, with each individual suffering the loneliest tragedies. Slave shift day end and don't know which is worse. Good night, sweet dreams, okay, it's time to go to work. Get up, get your boots on, transform sleeping giant to conform like a futon. Sign your hands and feet away, adorned in a stupor. Completely forgot about your plans for a loophole. Your plans for a loophole.
Mellow Robinson. It's hard to light a match in shackles. 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 Light a match in shackles.
Cookie cutter image through a time frame. Expectations of a foolish mind game. I wonder why we try to cover up our humankind ways. Do we thirst for brain detergent or fooled by their mind games? Cookie cutter image through the public schools. Codes addressing conduct find us victim to their rubbish rules. Neglect an empty brain as long as they see that our stomach's full. After all the tests and quizzes, we don't have much that's useful. And I predict the time will come when students will not listen to your silent judge. A mind of one different soul with the oh well, much longer. This resistance getting stronger. That's somebody's daughter that got sent home cause the opposite sex can't be trusted with temptations. I guess respect to women wasn't in his education. Making moral humans is low in your list of reputations. Mr. Principal, only show up for the compensation. Take a look at the lesson plan and you will find it to be the baseline handbook of how to function in society. The same decomposing system that they try to keep. Let's stop with the individual cookies, it's time we make one giant piece. Cookie cutter image through a time frame. Expectations of a foolish mind game. I wonder why we try to cover up our humankind ways. Do we thirst for brain detergent or fooled by their tie game? Cookie cut an image for the working class. A futile race to label first or last. Test for marijuana, but don't test for diligence. They will string us out to dry until we cut the filaments. The insecure false personas huddled by the water cooler stereotype the different ones inside their stupid false rumors. The new guy is an artist in his free time.
I heard he's a wuss.
And Debbie from accounting likes to hunt.
Oh, I bet she's a butch.
And we oddballs don't enjoy partaking in the useless gossip, putting others down. You fancy, hey, what's that in your pocket? Getting tired of it, cause it seems to be your only topic. Outcasted employees like me know that your shaming is toxic to the children, to the team morale, the feeble hearts and kind minds. You despise your place, your designation behind lines. You wish you knew your life at the moment that I find mine. Degrade me for my stray of your imaginary timeline. Cookie cutter image through a time frame. Expectations of a foolish mind game. I wonder why we try to cover up our humankind ways. Do we thirst for brain detergent or fooled by their mind games? Cookie cutter image meets its downfall. Soon the pieces of expected pictures will be outlawed. Liberating freedom for the ones who have been downtrodden. When the torturous vultures are released to hunt without claws. And I predict this time will come much sooner than the 1% would hope. Employ their mind games to elongate our sentence and initiate another deco winner. For cliche clicks won't let me in. Deploy disparage grammar to tell me I know better than to beg for dinner. I asked for $1, they referred me to the task force. Asked for job, they decree I need degree of a bachelor. Asked for tuition, they put me back on Mediterranean Avenue. Tell me I need cash, well, that's what I was after. I feel behind my back that there is laughter. This greedy bastard bull to bully and graze in my pasture. Perhaps I'm just adapting to the dark grown mind eye aperture. But when I tried to fit in, I fell through the cracks. What a disaster. Been endowed by the nothing in the clouds, a deep sense of regret for the predicament of the population crowd. I have been endowed by the nothing in the clouds, a tiny increment more intelligence so I can overcome my trials. I receive from DNA upbringing, not the nothing in the sky. I will use my gift for better good of all of humankind. I've been privileged, why should I continue to cry? Privy to the struggle, should I help? Well, why wouldn't I? I got a data digit anti-miser and I fidget sense acquired, a fret to place a figure digitizer and I wiggle different wires. I got a head to make a bigger chance at life for all of the survivors. I'll pay my debt to data digit actualizes by whatever's required. Last night I met up with an old friend on the reaches of the conquest. He showed me euphemized slaves and filled me with a deep sense of the losses. I felt the pain of living life, not of mine but of the souls I'm watching. Dilapidated resources feed the desperation and the count of hope is dropping. If you feel me, I need your support. With that, I can make it better. I'll ease your struggle by whatever means. But I need your support in order to make the struggle better. I'll ease it by whatever means. Hold me to every letter. Yeah. Hold me to every letter. Damn, put up this firewall around me. I might have slept, walked in the dire pulp of morning. Penny pinching winks and thought to buy $1 door hinged instead by useless thing akin to Christ in all his glory. I'm an extrovert in the root of me, but an introverted shell betrays perimeter exclusively. In a minute, quells of a lonely socialite in mutiny, but the fulfilled prospect's always subject to extreme scrutiny. Tribal mindset, hindsight to mountain man. I can make small talk with an unsuspecting squirrel on another day without the clan. Batteries in agony, and anxiously at apogee, avidly, lethality. Sorry, down the hatch. Matchbooks on the face-off, long gone from my day job. I'm back on the night shift, might just like this recital of sinus inhalation. Playoff, matchbook payoff, way off, long gone from my day job. You still slave now? I heard that through the rotten grape law. International frameware 64-bit paradise is not installed on this device. Mindgames.exe is not responding. Line break dawning on me, vices shade abnormally. Enticement to the count of lines on cigarettes. Internet knowledge from different colleagues tell me the same thing. Swell up in a blaze dream, hellish in my day off. I better taper off in a liaison on the Autobahn to Babylon with the talisman of battle scars. Do I pluck the sitars or just fuck it up with synthesizers? Do I suck the sweetest nectar or muddle down with imbeciles? Am I on a pipe dream or April 19th cycling? Not sure of my final outcome, but I know the one end is enticing. I'm just a depressed individual. Any question of a reason why isn't applicable. My happiness is an organ that seems to be residual. I either care too much or not enough, but I know this is the reciprocal. Goodbye.
The occasionally friendly sounds you are going to hear were generated by a new virtuoso on the musical scene.
Homie, hook your head up. We got bass metal from Charlie Hebdo. We can turn to yellow when the hope will get the memo. We're bats from our chairs, carbon heresy, despair and Paris. We can conjure carrots, there's nothing to be scared of. We found terraform, we found horror out in Aurora. We can change as normal to be something way before us. You're still here, shit, maybe I can trust you. You want trouble, rebuttal, I'm here, it's not just you. And I'm prepared to help, I'm the one there, I can set her right now. I smell ice on with shitty personalities. I got no reservations to not bring up earthly casualties. Shit, consider it done. Got me cynicism when I boil over run. If a picture perfect paradigm is claim the only one, it was simply a reminder of our past when we were done. And I gotta look at the Callaway. Reality is going for a drive. I see dying palpitations. I think it's time that we should save it. The nail on the cage, stop the hatred and form a days. And I put on my gloves and deal with the mud and bugs, the muck up under the buzz and suffer and none. And we can up and overcome. We can double over numbers, revolutionize the status quo. Where's the horror in your story? Tell me something real before you lose your head at 40. You catch me at a meal and I don't brag about my rum. Find me fine dining, I might whine about the caviar. With a prejudice of negative, I'm happy being sad. You can't take it away from me, I won't take your Prozac. Work the lacquer in my atrium as my throbbing chest will be the author of the Depression Compendium. I tell them that I'm safe from it. I cannot go from the bottom without a problem. Find my shalom, only Hollywood audio on a town in the dome. I'm a homophobe by reflection. Back in my home, I adjust my retina to better suit the repetition in the societal entitlement to be rebellious. Don't use me in your eloquent, your testing is too delicate for the carbon heart throbbing my mellow ribcage. At this age, I'm risking getting dizzy. Place a dirty simile and worded differently adjacent. All my lyrics pair into the polar of elation. I hate it when I like my songs, cause that's when I'm complacent. The second that I know my worth, I can't make the songs I'm making. So take the horror from my stories. I'll tell you something real before I lose my head at 40. You catch me at a meal and I'll brag about my ramen. Whisper through my cash to tell you all about my problems. And I'll tell you I can't see the past, but I'm a sack of shit if I can really relax in wicked pacifism. Cause I see past the systematic boot of that position. Laughter to a cataclysm. Perhaps I'm missing fiction, but I'd rather live with facts than catechism. I got the spinner and a killer hook, fishing for a species that I wouldn't cook. Up the haunted house, I am a walking haunted human. I sink my elongated canines and suck the marrow through my fingernails at the peak of an anxiety trip. Do I really know the back of my hand as good as I claim? I could be a reptile in a clever game, a delusion set to complicate my life. Alas, it's never same. I guess I've got a problem getting my problem solved. Maybe I could drop them off into my resolve to absolve and still get nothing from it. Lucky if I walk away with salmonella. I've got the frontal lobe to harvest, still I ask the shepherd, how is this? And never get an answer, then get fired from a circus tenant to the depths of hell and lunching with Satan. So much horror in a story. I'll be another human set to lose his head at 40. Depression is more peaceful than the myths from out the shaman. That's why I continue to bitch and moan about my tiny problems.
Oh, you're still here? Shit, well, I'm assuming you liked it. You made it this far. Well, hell, like me on Facebook, man. It's, Mellow Robinson. Or, follow me on Twitter. At Mellow Robinson. Got a blog spot. mellowrobinson.blogspot. Got lyrics on there. Bandcamp. I don't remember the exact address. Download my albums there. SoundCloud, Mellow Robinson. Like me, share me with your friends. Thank you for listening. Props to you for making it this far.